Right, hey guys, and welcome to this channel. Today I thought it would be interesting to talk about some things I have kind of stopped doing, but things I stopped doing that I was kind of raised with the idea that they were typically feminine. I find these kinds of things very interesting, and I do really like to talk about these types of things and kind of different, I'll say, gender norms that we were raised with, or typically some parts of society can still see as what should be a norm. I like to think we've come a long way with beginning to be more understanding and compassionate and understand that there is a spectrum. People fall where they fall. It isn't just a box that you have to fit in, obviously. And yeah, I don't mean for this video to come across as like, you have to do these things, you shouldn't be doing these things. I just like to have this conversation because for me, it's about questioning your relationship with these things or with these actions or whatever. But I just think it's really important to question like the why you do things, why you were raised to do certain things, and maybe just like question it. I'm not saying you have to change it. Do what makes you happy. That is at the end of the day always what I want, is just people to do what makes them happy. Alright, so a lot of these are what I would consider more surface level, a lot of clothing and appearance related things. I would literally love to like continue this conversation, dive down other routes of this in the future if you'd be interested, so like please comment below anything else that you find related. But do want to give like a super brief background because obviously this experience can be super different for everyone. I was raised in a like relatively conservative area, small town thinking, that sort of stuff. My parents were on the more like open side, if that makes sense. Kind of like my mom didn't love certain, like, I'll say again, gender norms. You know, like growing up there was the very strong pink is for girls, blue is for boys. My mom really didn't like that kind of stuff. So there were some things I was raised with. There were other things that I was just like aware of. This also isn't me shitting on my parents by any means. It's obviously a whole big thing that just a lot of people were raised with and either decided to stick with or not stick with. So yeah, all individual. Again, most of these are clothing related. One thing I stopped doing immediately was owning heels, and obviously anyone can wear heels. Heels can make you look awesome, they can make you feel awesome. I totally stand with that and I totally understand it, and shout out to anyone who loves to wear them. I just don't. I have kind of always hated it. I am totally like, either I'm barefoot or I'm in like boots, like work boots. Those are like those are my two favorite ways my feet like to be. I know it's considered appropriate to wear heels to nice events. Some people even say you should wear heels to like interviews, which I think is so weird. That'll be a theme throughout this, is I don't understand some of the like, oh well that's considered nice or professional. Like, shut up. I'm very against that. Two, this might sound a little bit weird if you had, well, one, if you see this right here, I basically never wear makeup for life. And I never do my hair. Like, I don't have a hair routine, like I don't style it. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't style my hair. So I kind of stopped doing this end of high school, kind of college. Every single event that was happening, whether it was a dance, whether it was a recognition event, especially in high school, something like that, any of those sorts of things. Obviously that was way more high school and college. It was like the thing, you know, you get ready, you like do your hair, and I pretty quickly stopped doing my hair because I hate doing it. I'm lazy by nature. Also, this is, besides the color, is my natural hair, just kind of what it does. It's a wave, it does its own thing. I let it do its own thing. I've been letting it do its own thing for quite a few years now, and I really like it. And obviously I know that might sound kind of contradictory because the fact that I dye it, but I think again, the point I try to make with all of this is like, find your happy place. It should never be about trying to fit into someone else's standards. It shouldn't be about fitting into even what I'm saying. It should be about, again, questioning your relationship with the things that you do and being like, do I do this because it makes me happy? Am I doing this because I've been raised to do this? Am I doing this because it's expected of me? Like, I really, really hate that. I'll say typically women, at least women I know, feel pressured to put on makeup for a job interview, for work every day, and you're not considered professional if you're not wearing it. That's like truly a conception I've like heard from people, and that really makes me mad that like you have to put on makeup to be seen as professional or make yourself feel like you're professional. I'm not saying it can't be part of your routine, I'm not saying it can't make you feel better, but to have to do it is where I get angry. That's where I get mad. So I can sit here and I can say I don't put on makeup. Besides creative use, I don't do my hair, but I really love to dye my hair. It's like my favorite thing in the world. I haven't had natural hair in quite a long time, and that's just my thing. That's my thing that I love to do, and I'm gonna keep doing it until I don't want to anymore. Alright, so again, we're just going down the list. This is almost all clothing related. I own very few dresses. Basically, I've just cut out a lot of things that are seen as like feminine. Again, anyone can wear a dress, anyone can do whatever the hell they want to. I basically am trying to be done. Right now I can say I am, but I also haven't had an event in 2 years. I'd like to tell myself, and I'm trying to stick to it, that I'm done buying event purchases. You know, like, oh, I have this thing coming up, I need to go buy a new outfit. I'm like pretty against that and have been pretty against that for quite a few years. I'm not saying I've never done it. I have. It is what it is. I'm trying to be done with that, especially if it's a dress, because I'm not a dress person. I have like one or two that I like to use as a loungewear or something I can throw on along with a sweater for comfort. But honestly, I'm a jumpsuit person, or like pants and a blouse, or pants and something like that. I'm not. It may come across as I'm lazy because I can't deal with it for a few hours, but in my opinion, if it's supposed to be a nice event, why wouldn't I want to feel great? Number 4, this might not be a surprise after you've heard everything else. I feel like I'm just shitting on every category of clothing, but I hate bras. I own max 5 pairs of bras. Haven't owned an underwire bra 4 or 5 years. Beyond that, again, I'm down to basically 5 bras, almost all sport related, and a lot of them are hand-me-downs or thrifted even, and yeah, probably 80% of the time I'm not wearing one at all. So, and the last, a not surprising one at all in a gender related video, shaving. I do shave, and I don't think there's anything wrong with shaving and or not shaving. I say power to everyone who wants to do what feels good and what they want to do, but my shaving is completely connected to my feelings. Just like what I'm feeling like doing. Nothing compared to what I should be doing. I have basically stopped. I really never did. I've never really consistently shaved. I'm too lazy, in my opinion. My body's too long for that kind of energy. And it's just when I'm feeling it. It's when I'm feeling like that's like a me night. Like, oh, you know what? I just did my nails. It's a me night. I'm gonna shave. Yeah, screw it. Like, who cares? Like, and screw people who do care. I just don't care. And I think that's the whole idea, is just doing what you want to do, completely doing what makes you feel good. And that's like the most empowering thing I think you can do for yourself, is just do what you want to do because you want to do it, you know? But I do think it is super important to have this conversation. Whether you completely do everything I just said I don't do it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at all. People are gonna do, again, what makes them feel good, and that's all I can ask for. I really, again, just like to kind of have the conversation of like, why? Why do we do it? Why do you do it? Were you raised to do it? Were you like, did society put that horrible idea in your head that you had to do things? It happens. It's a very, very real thing. So yeah, and I'd also love to dive deeper into anything beyond clothing, obviously, and body related. If there's anything else further you'd love to talk about, I would love to. I'm gonna cut it off. Thank you so much for watching. Share with a friend if you'd like to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.